Hey guys, it's Jim back here on the new Mexico border at Monument 1, where we built the wall. Just more or less finished up the wall, minus a few touches. But some of you messaged me after my last video, and you were really wanted me to come back here and show a night picture. And the Border Patrol is just loving this. That's them down there cruising up and down their new road. You know, this is who America built the wall for. It was for them. And it's just, you know, even in their faces, they've just, you know, looking at the light down the tunnel, you know, they've looked at Congress and increased workload. They haven't had a light at the end of their tunnel as far as for anybody stepping in to help them. And so they're really loving this new wall. I can't tell you guys how happy they are about it. That dog is actually a dog that loves the Border Patrol, hangs out with the Border Patrol, follows the Border Patrol everywhere they go around here on the property. There's a lady that we're very good friends with. She's a great girl. She comes down here and feeds the dog and some other dogs that are along the border. And that dog, the Border Patrol brings food for the dog as well. But he literally loves to patrol the border with the Border Patrol. And he recognizes their trucks. He will follow them wherever they go. And so you can see the dog down there loves it too. So it's just a small ray of hope for the Border Patrol and the overall picture of things as the country's being invaded. We did get word out late tonight that the ACLU is starting their crap again. They're calling for the water people down there to take down the gate, and they're saying Monument 1 is such a historic thing that you know, the whole wall should be ripped down in a sense. I don't know why they call them the American Civil Liberties Union. They should be called the illegal civil liberties. And I don't even know how illegal immigrants get any type of civil liberties crossing the border. I thought you had to be a citizen. I thought, you know, you had to go through a process to have the same rights as U.S. citizens. But I guess they've distorted that line for the American people. But you know, they did the same thing to our group. It was the American Civil Liberties Union that, you know, called the anti-open border governor of New Mexico here and accused us of kidnapping people and all kinds of stuff. And, you know, and then the governor weaponized the attorney general here locally. And just these type of groups, the ACLU and the Southern Poverty Law Center, they just really hurt America is what they do. They're not making America better. They're not protecting anybody. They're just actually more like enemies of our country is what they are. And it's real sad that something like this even has to listen to that type of stuff. I mean, it was to be expected though. I mean, it was only a matter of time before somebody over there piped up with something or about something. But you know what, guys? Just like us, we ignore them. You know, you guys are entitled to your opinions, whatever, come try to stop us. You know, the bottom line is people that have exercising their constitutional rights, there's no law against that. And so when the ACLU thinks that they can just make accusations towards people and things that are baseless, then we as Americans have a choice. Either we're going to let our country be run by organizations like the ACLU and the Southern Poverty Law Center, or we're just going to tell them where to go. And you guys already know where I'm at on that issue. So I laugh. I knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time. They're just an extension. They're just a financial recipient, beneficiary of donations to their organization by the Open Borders movement. They're just another piece of that puzzle that, you know, I wish would just self-destruct. Hopefully that day will come, because it really is a corrupt organization, and they don't do They're not good for America. They're not good for anything that America stands for. And I don't even know why American is in their name. But the fact of the matter is that it is what it is. The wall's here. It's built. Good luck tearing it down. It's here to stay. And we actually need more money for more wall, because we're not going to stop building. So, you know, like I always tell you guys in these videos, get over to webuildthewall.us and donate if you can. Little donations, big donations, it doesn't matter. You know, we got to get more money to keep the wall building going. And of course, if you get the tax from people like this, you know, you need to have the ability to defend legally or whatever. So, but we can do it, guys. I mean, when America works together, we get it done. So we're not going to listen to the saber rattling from these organizations. But if you see that in the news, ignore it. It's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop the mission of We Build the Wall. And it hasn't stopped the Guardian Patriots. We're still here. We're still doing what we do. And, you know, they keep accusing us of things all the time. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, we don't care. We really don't care. You know, the bottom line is we have an invasion going on here, and we're at war. And, you know, some of these organizations that are supporting open borders, you're part of the treason against the United States. You know, if you really think about it, you guys are enabling this invasion to happen. You're enabling the people who are lying to the American people about this to make everybody else who's down here trying to show you the truth, who's trying to do something to protect our national security. You guys are trying to make everybody look like criminals and liars and racists and fascists and whatever else. But we really don't care. Because you know what? You guys aren't doing nothing. You're sitting in your little offices taking donations, talking shit out your mouth, and you know the media promotes it like it's gospel, and it ain't nothing but crap. But here's your wall, guys. This is your wall. This is America's wall. Best wall ever built along the 2,200-mile American border. The path up the speedway is done. It's double lane. You can get up to the top here in under a minute. All kinds of access roads out here. It's well lit up. There hasn't been any crossings in this sector of where the wall is in the last few days. So the crossings have been zero. The river is filling, so they're not going to be able to cross the river. It's getting fuller and fuller every day. It'll just about actually be full very soon here, actually. So but yeah, you guys asked me to show you a night view, so I purposely came back here for that reason, so that you guys could see it from the night, from the top, give you a little different view. You can see how much more easy it is to navigate this entire area. So it's the first part of your wall, guys. But you know, I'll bring this up again, not to sound repetitive, but people were saying in some cases, you know, the wall doesn't look high enough, or people can climb the wall, or you know, whatever. Understand, guys, there's sensors on this wall. If you get close to it, you're already busted. You try to climb over this wall, you're gonna have a serious problem. You're not gonna cut the wall. I can tell you that right now. The LED lights light you up like a Christmas tree. So, and it only takes, you know, like I said, less than a minute to respond. So when you look at the wall, and what ultimately a wall is for, is it's for a tool to control traffic so that Border Patrol doesn't have to be scattered all over the hillside chasing people. This is a big tool, because now you can have one guy out here instead of 8. Those 8 people can go somewhere else, and they can help out in other areas. Whereas before, you send a large group of people through the bottom, they're all tied up with those people. And then, of course, when this was all mountains, and you can see Juarez over there, how easy the access were to the roads and the paths and the trails that were cut off by Fisher Industries and Foreman Mike. When they were building the wall, they cliffed this thing out so that all them paths and roads got basically annihilated. they were able to have free access up here, so they could smuggle, they could bring in criminals, terrorists, whatever they wanted to bring in. There was nothing they couldn't bring in because there was nobody there to stop it. There was nothing to stop it. This wall in this section is going to stop a lot of that. I mean, this was a VIP entrance to the area. I mean, 300,000+ a day between human smuggling and drug trafficking.
You mentioned the old lights.
Was
That's like border. The old border lights right there compared to the LEDs.
oh yeah, yep,
See how less light there compared to the civilian one?
yep,
That's what they need to do an upgrade to.
yep. And you could see how, you could see how much brighter those are than even civilian lights. Look at how dull they are. But look at these lights, these high power LEDs, they just light everything up. But this,
Those old ones up there, right there.
but this has stopped, this has stopped all kinds of nonsense through this area. Now, I'm not saying they're not going to go to other areas. That's why we got to keep building wall. But this is just a perfect example of the fact that walls work. Nobody can say walls don't work after this, okay? Walls do work. And of course, the open border people, they don't like the fact that walls work because this proves them wrong. America built the wall. They did it quickly. They did it where people in the government said it could not be done. And not only did they do it, but they did it well. They did it better. And so America's wall is the best. And of course, the people in the open borders and the left, they don't like to see that.